Welcome to Gray Matter Reports. Today, we decode the complex reality of events that unfold around us. Fear is a primal instinct, an ancient echo reverberating through our species. It shapes decisions and drives actions. In the realm of the antisocial profile, fear emerges not only as a motivator, but as a catalyst for unexpected altruism. Consider the individual whose life is steeped in turmoil, a person burdened by a history of trauma. Their world is a labyrinth of shadows, where trust is a currency too often devalued. Yet within this darkness, fear takes root. It becomes a powerful force, igniting a spark of empathy that can illuminate even the most desolate corners of the psyche. The connection between fear and altruism is not merely philosophical, it is grounded in biology. When faced with peril, the human brain activates its survival mechanisms. Adrenaline surges, heart rates escalate, and the mind becomes razor-focused. It's in these moments, when survival instincts are at their peak, that some individuals may extend a hand to others, driven by a need to forge bonds. They seek connection as a countermeasure to their own fears. One might ask, how does this manifest in the antisocial profile? The answer lies in the paradox of human nature. An individual who may appear detached or indifferent can experience profound moments of clarity when confronted with fear. In a chaotic environment where the threat of loss looms large, an unexpected sense of responsibility emerges. The desire to protect others transforms into an act of defiance against their own demons. Research supports this phenomenon. Studies indicate that fear can enhance prosocial behavior, particularly in high-stakes scenarios. When individuals perceive danger, their empathetic responses can amplify. They begin to understand, on a visceral level, the fragility of life. This realization can lead to acts of kindness, however fleeting. The individual who has suffered may choose to intervene, offering assistance to someone in distress, as a means to reclaim their own humanity. This complex interplay between fear and altruism raises pressing questions. Is it possible that the very characteristics that define the antisocial profile could also harbor the potential for connection? As we delve deeper into this narrative, we uncover the layers of complexity that define the human experience. Fear, while often destructive, can also be a strange kind of teacher. It reveals the vulnerabilities that bind us. In the darkest moments, when hope seems extinguished, it is fear that can compel us to reach out, to protect, and to inspire. The evolution of this anomaly invites us to reconsider the boundaries of compassion, even in the most unlikely of individuals. The room was dimly lit, a sterile environment adorned with charts and profiles. Each detail echoed the gravity of the subject matter. Here, in the shadows of human behavior, altruism emerged as a surprising counterpoint to the darker impulses of the antisocial profile. Fear can be a catalyst. It shapes decisions, often in ways that defy logic. When confronted with danger, an individual may feel compelled to act, not out of self-preservation but for the sake of another. This paradox lies at the heart of altruism. The very instinct that drives one to flee can simultaneously inspire a profound act of kindness. Consider the individual who, while navigating the complexities of their own psyche, encounters a scenario that ignites an empathetic response. The fear of loss, the dread of isolation can transform into a powerful motivator. In the moments of crisis, the instinct to connect begins to overrule the instinct to protect oneself. It is as though, in the face of uncertainty, a flicker of humanity ignites. Research reveals a fascinating interplay between fear and altruism. A study conducted on individuals with antisocial tendencies indicated that exposure to traumatic stimuli often resulted in unexpected charitable behaviors. This phenomenon suggests that the emotional landscape of fear can soften the hardened edges of a desensitized conscience. In essence, fear can serve as a double-edged sword, cutting through the veil of self-interest and revealing a deeper, often hidden, capacity for compassion. Yet, while altruism can emerge from the shadows, it is not without its complexities. The motivations behind these actions are often murky, clouded by an intricate web of emotional and psychological factors. An individual might perform a selfless act, but the roots of that behavior can be intertwined with personal gain or a desire for redemption. In this sense, altruism becomes an intricate dance, a delicate balance between self-interest and genuine empathy. In examining the profiles of these individuals, one must tread carefully. The line separating altruism from manipulation is often thin and easily obscured. What appears to be a noble act may carry with it the weight of ulterior motives. The shadows of the psyche can distort intentions, leading to a confusing interplay of fear, altruism, and self-preservation. As we delve deeper into the complexities of human behavior, the narrative unfolds, revealing the duality of our existence. Fear, while often a harbinger of antisocial tendencies, can also illuminate the path toward unexpected altruism. It is a testament to the unpredictable nature of the human condition, where light and shadow coexist in an eternal struggle. In the quiet corners of human psyche, fear manifests as a paradox. It is both a weapon and a shield, a catalyst for altruism and a breeding ground for egoism. This duality paints a complex picture of individuals driven to extremes. Here, fear can ignite a spark of heroism in those previously ensnared by their darker impulses. Consider the antisocial profile. This individual embodies contradiction. They possess an acute awareness of societal norms, yet stand apart, often driven by a profound sense of isolation. In their world, fear is a constant companion, whispering doubts and insecurities. It propels them into a cycle of self-preservation, yet it can also lead to unexpected acts of compassion. Take, for instance, a subject with a history of transgressions. They may demonstrate a remarkable capacity for empathy when faced with the suffering of others. In a moment of crisis, this individual might intervene to help, driven by a fear of being alone in a world filled with chaos. The very fear that isolates them can ignite a flicker of altruism, transforming them momentarily into a guardian rather than a predator. Clinical studies reveal a fascinating phenomenon. Fear can trigger the release of oxytocin, a hormone associated with bonding and altruistic behavior. The antisocial profile, often devoid of meaningful connections, may find themselves unexpectedly connected to another's plight. In these moments, they become conduits of empathy, compelled to act against their historical tendencies. This juxtaposition of fear and altruism creates a fertile ground for understanding motivations. An individual caught in the web of their own making may respond to the distress of others in ways that defy their past. Their actions become a reflection of an internal struggle, a testament to the unpredictable nature of human behavior. Yet the question remains, is this altruism genuine or merely a facade? The line between self-serving and selfless blurs, revealing the complexity of human nature. Fear can morph into a driving force for change, prompting individuals to confront their demons rather than succumb to them. Ultimately, the profiles of paradox unveil a deeper truth about humanity. The interplay of fear and altruism challenges the notion of fixed identities. Instead, it suggests that within each individual lies the potential for transformation, a flickering light in the shadows of their past. In the intricate dance of motives, fear may indeed serve as the catalyst for unexpected grace. In the dimly lit interrogation room, a peculiar tension hung in the air. A subject, seemingly unremarkable, sat across from seasoned detectives. His demeanor was calm, yet his eyes flickered with a depth that suggested a complex internal landscape. Empathy, often celebrated as the highest form of human connection, twisted itself into an unsettling paradox here. The evolution of fear weaves an intricate web of motivations. For this individual, fear was not merely a primal response. It was a catalyst. The fear of rejection, of violence, of vulnerability propelled him into a world where altruism and self-preservation collided. He had learned to navigate the shadows, wielding empathy like a double-edged sword. Clinical studies reveal that empathy can manifest in many forms, some of which shine a light on the darkest corners of the human psyche. This subject exhibited a distorted sense of altruism. His acts of kindness were tainted by underlying motives. Each gesture was a calculated move in a game of survival, where the stakes were not just personal, but deeply rooted in an anxious awareness of societal judgment. As the detectives probed deeper, the subject's narrative unfolded. He spoke of a childhood steeped in chaos, where kindness was a currency traded for safety. The emotional currency created a complex system of exchanges. Fear prompted him to embrace empathy, but not in the traditional sense. His altruism was a facade, a mask worn to conceal the vulnerability that fear had instilled. Here, empathy became a tool for manipulation, a means to secure his standing in a world that felt perilous. The implications of this transformation are profound. In the clinical realm, empathy is often viewed as a benign trait. Yet in this case, it served as a weapon crafted from the raw materials of fear and survival instincts. The subject's altruistic acts, cloaked in darkness, reveal a troubling truth. Empathy can be subverted, twisted into a mechanism for self-gain. In the final analysis, the detectives were faced with an unsettling conclusion. What society deems as altruism may merely be a reflection of deeper, more sinister motivations. The interplay of fear and empathy paints a somber portrait of the human condition, revealing that within the depths of altruism lies a shadow, a lingering reminder of our darker impulses. The paradox remains. In the struggle to connect, some may inadvertently spiral into a darkness that is all too familiar. Fear is a potent force. It courses through the veins, igniting primal instincts. It can propel individuals to act in ways that defy their own self-interest. In the labyrinth of the human psyche, fear can serve as a catalyst for altruism, particularly among those with an antisocial profile. Consider the enigma of the individual who, despite a history marked by transgressive behavior, finds themselves compelled to intervene in a crisis. This paradox raises questions about the intertwining of fear and empathy. When faced with threats, the brain's amygdala activates, triggering a cascade of emotional responses. This activation can lead to heightened awareness, prompting actions that might otherwise remain dormant. The fear of personal loss can transform the trajectory of one's actions. In a moment of peril, the antisocial individual may perceive a shared vulnerability with others. The instinct to protect oneself becomes entwined with the instinct to protect those around them. This phenomenon showcases an unexpected duality. The self-preserving instinct can, in dire circumstances, inspire a sense of collective responsibility. Research indicates that fear can amplify the release of oxytocin, the hormone often associated with bonding and trust. In moments of crisis, this biochemical response may foster a sense of unity among individuals, even those previously alienated by their antisocial tendencies. The individual who once reveled in isolation may suddenly experience a surge of empathy, ignited not by altruistic intent but by the raw, primal need to safeguard oneself and others. In clinical settings, this duality becomes a focal point. Therapists often note that fear-induced altruism can emerge in group therapy, where individuals confront their vulnerabilities. The shared experience of fear can forge connections, leading to unexpected acts of kindness. It serves as a reminder that beneath the hardened exterior of an antisocial profile lies a complex interplay of instincts and emotional responses. The implications of this phenomenon are profound. It challenges the notion of fixed personality traits. Fear can reshape the moral landscape, allowing for moments of unexpected clarity. In the shadows of despair, there exists a flicker of hope, the possibility that fear can catalyze altruism in the unlikeliest of individuals. In conclusion, the intricate relationship between fear and altruism reveals a deeper understanding of human behavior. It suggests that even those who appear lost to a darker path can be drawn back, if only temporarily, by the primal urge to connect and protect. In the realm of psychological exploration, this paradox highlights the resilience of the human spirit, showcasing the potential for growth amid the depths of fear. In the dim light of the interrogation room, the air hangs heavy with unspoken fears. A subject sits across the table, eyes darting, caught in a web of internal conflict. This is not merely a case of antisocial behavior, it is a glimpse into the human condition itself. Here, fear manifests as a catalyst, driving unexpected forms of altruism. The subject's story unfolds like a fractured mirror. Each shard reveals a different facet of humanity, shaped by trauma and survival instincts. The biological evidence gathered tells a tale of a mind oscillating between self-preservation and the instinct to protect others. It is a paradox, a contradiction that challenges our understanding of morality. In the face of danger, individuals often transform. Fear, that primal response, can lead to remarkable acts of courage. Consider the phenomenon of collective response in critical situations. When a crisis unfolds, some subjects rise to the occasion, driven by an innate desire to shield others. This is not merely heroism, it is a fundamental survival mechanism. The brain, a complex network of pathways, responds to fear by activating regions associated with empathy. This neurological dance intertwines the dark with the light. When a person feels threatened, their instincts sharpen. In this heightened state, they may connect with others on a deeper level, displaying altruistic tendencies that defy their antisocial profiles. Yet the question lingers, does fear lead to genuine compassion, or is it merely a byproduct of self-interest? The answer lies within the intricate tapestry of human psychology. Studies suggest that fear can act as a mirror, reflecting our most profound aspirations. It compels individuals to confront their vulnerabilities, creating an unexpected bridge between self and other. As the subject recounts their experiences, a somber realization emerges. They have been shaped by fear, molded into a figure capable of both harm and healing. This duality illustrates the complexity of the human experience. It is a tragic irony that those who often dwell in the shadows can illuminate the path for others. In the end, the case conclusion is not merely about criminality. It is a profound meditation on the human condition, revealing how fear can catalyze altruism. The subject's journey encapsulates the struggle within us all, a ceaseless battle between darkness and light, self and community. With every story, we inch closer to understanding the delicate balance that defines what it truly means to be human.